Hello and welcome to your favorite YouTube channel, Cloud Expert Solutions. And welcome back to AWS Certified Solution Architect Associate Certification Bootcamp. Today we are diving deep into Amazon S3 Advanced Management and Analytics capabilities. In this module, we'll cover two topics that will help you gain more control and visibility over your S3 environment. To start with, batch operation for bulk task and storage lanes for analytics. Before completing the module, we'll log in into AWS Management Console and review S3 storage lenses in action. If you review this module without skipping any content, you will be equipped with the knowledge to handle management tasks efficiently and understand your storage uses across your entire organization. On behalf of the Cloud Expert Solutions team, I would like to thank you for joining us and selecting this bootcamp. Let's get started. Let's start with S3 batch operations. This feature is a lifesaver when you need to perform the same action on a massive number of objects. Instead of writing complex scripts, you can simply create a job, and this process involves three main parts. To start with, first you need to provide a manifest file which will be a list of the objects you want to operate on. You can use S3 inventory report for this or a simple CSV file that you can use as manifest file. Next, you choose the action. The actions are extensive and you can copy objects, replace tags, modify access control list, restore archive objects, or even invoke a Lambda function on each object. Finally, let S3 handle the rest. S3 batch operation also manages retries, track progress, send completion notification. It can also generate report, and you can deliver events to AWS CloudTrail for any changes that was made and task that was executed. You can use this feature for multiple use cases, like either you can add or replace tag on objects, you can copy objects between buckets or even cross regions, you can modify object access control list, you can restore archive object from S3 Glacier, and last but not least, you can invoke AWS Lambda function on each object for any custom processing. Moving on to visibility, let's talk about S3 storage lanes. This is your analytics engine for S3. Amazon S3 storage lanes provides a single pane of glass view into your storage uses and activities across your entire organization, including different accounts and regions. It gives you an interactive dashboard right in the S3 console with over 60 different metrics, allowing you to see trends and drill down to the buckets or even at the prefix level. You can analyze data across your entire organization, accounts, regions, buckets, or even up to prefix. S3 storage lanes delivers organization-wide visibility into object storage uses, activity trends, and provide contextual recommendations to help you optimize cost and improve data protection. As an example, it might recommend you moving certain objects to a different storage class based on its access pattern. You can filter your dashboards by summary, cost optimization, data protection, access management, and with performance. You have 28 free metrics across various categories at the bucket level and 14 days of historical data in the dashboard, and you have a pre-configured view. However, if you need detailed view, you can optionally enable advanced features. You can export metrics in CSV or Apache Parquet format into another one S3 bucket of your choice if you want to retain the data. This is very important for your day-to-day work. If you want to review S3 storage lanes dashboard, then you must log in using a non-root user credentials. With root account user credentials, you can create a custom dashboard, but you won't be able to review the dashboard. Now let's go back to AWS Management Console and let's review S3 storage lanes in action. Back to my S3 dashboard. From the left hand side, under storage lenses, we have dashboards and storage lens group. We'll start with storage lens groups. You can create your own custom storage lens. Let's create one before reviewing the default dashboard. For the storage lens group name, I am going to use Cloud Expert Solutions Storage Lens Demo. Here are the scopes. Either you can use prefix, object tag, suffix, age or size. I'll go with the object tag. Here you can add the tag. I have some tag, but let's review the tags first. I'll duplicate this tag. I'll go back to my S3 buckets. I'll use the previously created bucket. And here I have a prefix called demo. Under the demo, I have two files. Now if I click one of the files, here are the tags I have. I have key as app and value as demo. Let's use that tag. If you want, you can also use prefix. And here you can use logical operator, either this or that. I'm not going to use any prefix. I don't have many objects in this bucket. I'm going to create a storage lens group. Now my storage lens group has been created. I'll close this pop-up. I'll go back to storage lens dashboard. This is the default dashboard I have. I can also create another one dashboard. I can provide the dashboard name. And here in the dashboard scope, I can use include regions and buckets, or you can exclude a specific region if you want to. In terms of metric selections, either you can go with the free metrics or you can use the advanced metrics. We are going to review this advanced metrics from our default dashboard. And metrics export, we already discussed this feature. You can export the data once in daily and you can use either CSV or Apache Parquet format. Let's enable, and here are the options. You can choose an output format, either CSV or Parquet, and the destination bucket, either this account or in a different account. I don't want to create another one dashboard. Let's go back and review the default dashboard. I'll go to dashboard and I'll click default dashboard. Here is the dashboard overview. You can review based on the accounts, regions, storage classes, buckets, prefix and storage lens group. Now I'll start with overview. Here you have different snapshots. You can see total storage object count. Here is the trend and distribution based on the object count. You can change the days from 14 days to 7 days. 14 days is default for free. Here are the storage class distribution. Here are the top 3 buckets. I have only 3 buckets, top 3 regions. I have my buckets only in UST Northern Virginia region. Now I'll go to accounts. I have only one account. You are not going to see any difference here. But let's go and view the dashboard configuration. Here you have the dashboard scope. This is based on the account. All regions are included. These are the metrics. These are the general free metrics. And here are the list of advanced metrics. If you want activity metrics, because advanced metrics, they are disabled by default. Now let's expand this and let's see what are the free metrics we have. In summary metrics, we have total storage object count. In cost optimization, you have non-current version bytes, non-current object count, and all beautiful metrics you have for data protection metrics, access management metrics, event metrics, and performance metrics. For me, the metrics export is disabled. Now, if you want to enable anything or edit the dashboard, you can go to edit. Let's go to metrics export. Here you can enable that. The same configuration that we have already reviewed during the dashboard creation. I'm not going to enable it. Now in terms of metric selection, I can enable advanced metrics, and here are the options. Either you can go CloudWatch publishing, or you can use prefix aggregation, or you can use storage lens group aggregation. Now in advanced metrics category, you have activity metrics, detailed status code metrics, advanced cost optimization metrics, and advanced data protection metrics. You can choose whatever you want. If you are enabling advanced metrics, then it will not be free of cost and AWS will charge you. That is why I am not going to enable any advanced metrics. I'm going to cancel this. And to view the dashboard, you can click View Dashboard. And now again you will be landed to the default dashboard. You can change different metric settings and you can explore at your own pace. Now let's review some exam style questions that you can expect during the certification. The question is saying, a large enterprise with multiple AWS accounts is storing petabytes of data across hundreds of S3 buckets in different regions. The Chief Technology Officer or CTO wants a single, centralized view to analyze storage usage trends, identify cost optimization opportunities, and monitor data protection across the entire organization. The solution needs to be low effort to implement and provide actionable recommendations. Which AWS service should the solution architect recommend to meet these requirements? Now let's review the options. Option A, create a custom solution using Amazon Athena to query S3 inventory reports across all the accounts. Option A is technically possible, but there is high effort and this is a custom solution that requires significant development and maintenance. It does not provide built-in recommendations or the interactive dashboard the question is looking for. That is why option A is not correct. Moving to option B, use S3 storage lanes to provide an organization-wide dashboard with usage metrics and recommendations. S3 storage lanes typically designed to provide organization-wide visibility into S3 usage and activity trends with a single dashboard. It offers actionable recommendations for cost optimization and data protection right out of the box. This option fulfills all the requirement with minimal effort. That is why option B is a potential correct option. Let's park it and review option C. Enable S3 access logs for all buckets and centralize them into a single bucket for analysis using a third-party tool. S3 access logs provide request level details for auditing, but not the high-level usage metrics and recommendation that is requested by the CTO. Analyzing them require external tools and effort. That is why this is not the low effort what the question is looking for. Hence, option C is not correct. Moving to option D, implement AWS CloudTrail for S3 data events and use Amazon QuickSight to visualize the data. CloudTrail logs API activity or the control plane, not data usage or data plane. CloudTrail is an auditing tool. This is not a storage analytics service designed for performance or cost optimization. That is why option D is also not the correct option. And that makes option B is the correct option for this question. Moving on. Here is one more question for you to try. Request you to take a moment to read the question and then post your answer as a comment to this video. You can also post your supporting logic for the correct answer. Cloud Expert Solutions team will review your answer and will confirm your observation. We will also add supporting knowledge to guide you if your answer is not optimal. We are always with you and you can count on us. That wraps up this module. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more AWS exam preparation courses and cloud certification bootcamps. Got questions or feedback? Drop them in the comment. We love to hear from you. Thanks for learning with us at Cloud Expert Solutions. You are now one step closer to crushing your exam. See you in the next module.